and welcome to Next News. The family of Gani Fawehinmi announced on Sunday that the remains of the late human rights activist will be laid to rest in his hometown, Ondo, in Ondo State, Nigeria. The announcement was made by his eldest son, Mohammed Fawehinmi, at the family residence in Ikeja, Lagos State. The program of events shows that his body will be presented in various parts of Lagos where he lived most of his life. Saheed Fawehinmi, the second son, who paid glowing tribute to his father, said the man was a fighter to the end and gave an insight into his restless spirit. The National Union of Road Transport Workers on Sunday threatened a nationwide strike to protest the imposition of a sole administrator on the Lagos State branch of the union. Gidado Haman said at a news briefing in Lagos that its members were against an administrator overseeing its affairs in any of the state chapters. According to the transporters, it is unconstitutional for the Minister of Labour and Productivity, Kayode Adetokunbo, to impose an administrator on them. 10 people, including a foreigner suspected to be Chinese, have reportedly died in a motor accident which occurred on Sunday along the Bida-Mina road. The accident reportedly happened when a Sienna bus in which the foreigner was traveling burst its tires and collided with an oncoming commercial bus from Bida en route Mina. It was learned that 7 passengers in the commercial bus died on the spot, excluding the driver and 3 children. A Chinese textile firm has accepted to assist the Ogun State government in developing the famous Adire, otherwise called Kampala, local fabric industry in Abeokuta. The information, released on Sunday, was contained in a statement signed by Adegbenro Adebanjo, the chief press secretary to the governor of Ogun State, Benga Daniel. The state economic team, led by Mr. Daniel, is currently in the Asian country trying to woo investors to the state. Gabon will declare a state of siege in the city of Port-Gentil if post-election violence does not subside, the interior minister has warned. Jean-Francois Ndongo said he would seek to invoke special powers to ban movement if protests did not cease. Hundreds of residents used canoes to flee the city on Sunday after 3 nights of crashes and 3 deaths. The trouble began after the disputed poll victory of Ali Ben Bongo, son of the late former president Omar Bongo. African leaders will step up calls on Monday for an end to Western sanctions against Zimbabwe and urge South Africa to bid Harare's cause within the group of 20 rich and developing nations, officials said. The South African Development Community countries would also press Zimbabwe's President Robert Mugabe and Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai to end a row over a power-sharing pact that was holding up vital foreign aid, said the officials. South African President Jacob Zuma is being watched for signs he will take a tougher line than predecessor Thabo Mbeki over Mugabe, who has been hit by EU and US sanctions, including a travel ban for alleged rights abuses and vote rigging. Oil prices were little changed on Monday, hovering above $68 a barrel as concerns about weak energy demand in the United States were offset by a broad rise in Asian equity markets. Oil prices, which fell 6.5% last week, have been trading in a range between $65 and $75 a barrel since the start of August, with prices swinging on economic data as investors seek clues about the speed of a recovery from the recession. U.S. crude for October delivery edged up 22 cents to $68.24 a barrel, while London Brent crude was 54 cents to $67.36 a barrel. And in sports, Ghana qualified for next year's World Cup after beating Sudan 2-0 in Accra on Sunday to take an unassailable lead in their group. They are the first of 5 countries to qualify from the African preliminaries and achieved it with 2 matches still to play. Sully Muntari, who Inter Milan coach Jose Mourinho said may be suffering with his energy levels because he's fasting for Ramadan, put Ghana ahead in the 14th minute. Chelsea's Michael Essien added a second 10 minutes into the second half, scoring from 20 yards out after picking up a loose ball. And finally, after a deflating 2-2 draw against Tunisia, which has left the country's World Cup hopes on thin ice, Nigeria Super Eagles will be paid their full $10,000 match bonus. In his address to the team after the game, the chairman of the National Sports Commission and Minister of Sports, Sonny Ndanusa, almost in tears, told the players they did their best and assured them they would be paid their full match bonus. The NFF was subsequently directed to effect the payments on Sunday night. Thank you for watching Next News. For more details on these and other stories, please check out our website 234next.com.